Yo, what's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. What is up, guys? And welcome to the Fears podcast. It's Fears, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I got a heck of a show for you tonight. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Got a whole bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Bunch of updates, bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Today was my dad's funeral, and I gotta say, it went really well. It went really well. It was my dad's funeral, and it went. You couldn't. Everything was perfect about my dad's funeral. It couldn't have went better. So I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that I appreciate all of the love and the support and the blessings and the prayers, everything. Everything, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have been nothing but amazing. So much prayers and blessings. And like I said, my dad's funeral was fantastic. Fantastic. So I just wanted to tell you guys. So I was pretty tired though. We had to get up super early. We had to be at the funeral home by 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning, and then we I got to be a pallbearer with my brother. So me, my brother, my cousin, my uncle from England, my other uncle from England, my uncle Steve, and my dad's best friend. We were all pallbearers. So we grabbed my dad, put his coffin in the car. Then we took him and had the first bit of my dad's funeral at my dad's old church in St. Louis. And that was like the church that he grew up in, right? Then we went to where they lay the soldiers, and this place was amazing. Amazing. And there was so many soldiers. And we get there and they do the taps. They do the taps. They fire off the cannons and the rifles for my dad. They fold up the flag and present it to my mom. And then my mom had a bagpiper play Amazing Grace, and that's when I broke down, guys. I broke down as soon as they started playing the Amazing Grace. I've always liked that song. I think that song is like a really cool, like strong song, and I broke down, but I got to say goodbye to my dad one final time, so that was pretty cool. So when we were at church, before they started the service, they said, "We're gonna have the casket open just one more time to." For people to walk by and say something. So me and my mom and my brother and my dad's sister, which is my aunt, we all got to go first, and I let them all go first, and then I said goodbye to my dad, and then right as the service started, that's when they closed the casket. So, oh yeah, today was hard. Today was really, really, really hard. But you know what? I'm glad that I flew down here. I'm glad I did it. I got to send my dad, off proper. I'm really gonna miss him, and it's gonna take me a while to get back to, happy-go-lucky John Fears. But I told Pixel, and Pixel believed me when I said this. I said, you know what, Pixel? I said, at least my dad's not in pain anymore. I said, because my dad was fighting prostate cancer pretty bad. I mean, it was bad, and I don't like to see anyone in pain, especially my dad, you know? Um, anyway, it was a good service. Tyler, if you're watching this, um, you know how I told you guys the other day that a YouTube fan came to my dad's viewing to show support? And so Tyler was like, "Well, be careful, Fears. He goes, that guy may come to the funeral." He did not show up at the funeral. So Tyler, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. I think he was just a fan. I think he was just a fan. Yo, Visions. He says, "Hi, Fears man." Um, Visions, I was just getting into the nitty gritty. I was just telling everybody about my dad's funeral. Today was my dad's funeral. Visions, remember how I told you that that guy showed up yesterday? Yesterday for that YouTube fan showed up to show his respect. He did not come to the funeral. He came to the viewing yesterday of my dad. And today was the funeral, and he wasn't there, so I think we're safe, and things couldn't have went better. And then, um, Visions, this is gonna make you happy. I found Night of the Comet on YouTube for free, buddy, for free. The word of the day is free. I got to watch it. Oh my god. I was losing my fucking shit. Oh my god. Night of the Comet. Night of the Comet was was um was fucking hilarious. Yo, Tyler. He says going back on some Matt Man streams, he was definitely no. No, Tyler. He didn't show up today. He showed up yesterday. I don't think he was a Matt Man fan though. I mean, the guy was super, super, super nice. I'm telling you, Tyler, he didn't show any like cringy side of him, nothing. So I'm gonna take his word for it, and he seems like a good guy. The PTP guy. So PTP, I appreciate that you showed up for the viewing. Just if you do watch Matt Man, stop watching Matt Man. But there it is. But he didn't know. But Tyler, he did not show up for the funeral. But speaking of the funeral couldn't have gone better. Everything was perfect. I got to say goodbye to my dad one last time. We did the service at my dad's old church that he grew up in St. Louis. So I thought that was really cool, and it's the same church that he got married in to my mom. So that's really fucking cool. And then we went to the place where they laid down the soldiers. My brother's friend is in the Marines, so my brother's friend bared arms and he folded the flag, gave it to my mom. She even gave an Army and Marines like commemorative like plaque and a coin to my mom. Um, and at this point, I was still holding it together. Um, then after that, after they folded the flag, then they did the taps like where they shoot off they shot off a cannon and then they shot off rifles. And then my mom got this guy to play this guy was amazing. This guy was so badass. This guy knew how to play the bagpipes, and he played Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. And I went up to him after the service was done, Tyler and Visions, and I was like, "Man, you're a really good player." My freaking nose is like itchy. I don't, you know how like I have to blow my nose. You guys have seen me on streams. When I got a freaking bogey up there, it just itches the hell out of me. I don't want to get up and like go get a tissue, but I may have to because I don't want to be like on stream like fucking picking my nose and shit. Um, anyway, so I went up to the guy and said, "You're a really good you're a really good bagpipe player." And he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I've been playing it for like over 20, 25 years." And I was like, "Wow." I'm like, That's pretty impressive." And he's like, "Well, it was my honor to play at your dad's funeral." And I said, "You did a great job, man." So as soon as he played Amazing Grace, that's when I broke down. That's when I broke down. But like I told Visions, you guys, at least my dad is not in pain anymore. So yeah. Um, Tyler says, "No, I'm saying he was in a Matman stream." Well, that I don't know. Because I'm telling you, Tyler, he didn't bring up Matman. I've never seen him in a Matman stream because I don't even watch Matman anymore. Um, so yeah. So uh, I wouldn't know. But he seemed normal to me, but he did not show up. And I looked. I said, you know what? I better take Tyler's advice. I said, I'll look around. So I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, I don't see him. So I'm like, I guess we're good. But even though I think it was still cool for him to show up to the viewing, show support. Yo, 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 heroes and villains. What up, buddy? Now, Fears will be back in Florida Monday, but I'm going to be back at around 10:45. So I don't know if we'll do a live stream that late. I'll ask Sam. And it depends on if Sam's picking me up or if Casey's picking me up. So we'll see. I need to go get a tissue. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. But I will be back on Monday, real late at night. That's the only flight I could find. So yo yo yo, heroes and villains. Heroes and villains, we gotta hang out. And heroes. I'm definitely. I kept all that information. I'm definitely gonna go to that job agency, buddy, as soon as I get back, and I'm gonna. You said they'll get me a job like super quick. As long as the job's like 18, 19, $20 an hour, because it's expensive to live in Florida. Heroes and villains already knows this. So yeah, as long as heroes and villains, they got good jobs there at that job agency, like 19, $20 an hour. Because I swear to God, guys, I am so sick and tired of like working for like fucking peanuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, $14 an hour for yours. No, I've been working almost all my life. I should get an honest, decent wage. You know what I'm saying? Hero says, I'm here on Discord doing a live stream right now, making some chopped cheese, my friend. Ooh. Well, it sounds yummy, but I can't eat cheese. So, shit. So there it is. Um, I can't believe Daredevil still hasn't shown up yet. Wait, wait. Who? I don't know what you're on about. Daredevil. I mean, obviously, I know he's a superhero, but I don't know what you're on about. Uh, well, Tyler, I know he wouldn't say that he isn't. I'm sorry. I know he wouldn't say that he's a troll, but I'm telling you, I don't think the guy was a troll because he was super nice, and I don't know. He just didn't seem trolly at all. So I don't think he was a troll. So yeah. Danny says, F Matman. Hell yeah. Matman is fucking retarded. Um, I'm gonna go get a tissue for my nose. I'll be right back. But anyway, to make a long story short, Danny, Heroes, um, Tyler, Visions, my dad's funeral couldn't have gone better. Like everything was perfect. I went up to the funeral director and was like, I can't thank you enough for making this as smooth as possible, as nice as possible. And she said, well, we just helped out a little bit. Like you and your brother and your mom and your dad's sister, like did all the planning and stuff. I said, we tried to make it, very nice and very memorable. And then the funeral directors are like, yeah, he goes, we just, helped out a little bit. And she goes, you definitely made this memorable. She goes, it was a very nice ceremony. And I said, well, I appreciate that. So yeah. Um, Daredevil is supposed to show up in She-Hulk. And she's still, oh, really? Oh, wow. Wow. Well, what we can only hope, right? Fucking Daredevil and She-Hulk teaming up. That's gonna be fucking cool. Ah, heroes and villains. What do you think? Daredevil and She-Hulk like hooking up, or do you think they'll just be here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's analyze this for a little bit before I go get a tissue because I need to blow my nose. Let's fucking analyze this. All right. So just bear with me. Bear with me on this. And Visions, Tyler, anyone else can like chime in their 2 cents. But now you guys have got me curious. So what do you think? Do you think She Hulk and Daredevil will hook up as a couple? Or do you think she'll hook up with the Hulk? Or do you think they'll just be like, do you think they'll just team up to be like a team to take down the villain? Talk amongst yourselves while I go get a tissue. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, sorry about that. My freaking nose, my freaking nose is like stuffy as hell. So give me 1 second. Anyway, excuse me for a second. All right, all right. Let's read the comments. Let's see here. Let's see. Tyler says this Casey thing isn't going to end well, fears. Really? I don't know, man. I mean, you probably are right. She's been so nice and supportive these last like 2.5 weeks. These last 2.5 weeks, Tyler, have been tough. Pixel, Pixel Heroes, everybody else, you guys know what I've been going through. It's been tough. It has been tough. Oh my God. But yeah, I think Casey's being nice because your dad passed. I don't think she's interested romantically, especially since that's true. But then, like, we had that 2-hour conversation. She said, "Well, I'm nervous about this guy that I'm dating." And I said, "Well, why are you nervous?" And she's like, "Well, he's not into like some things I'm in, John, and he has no interest in being a Christian." And I know for a fact Casey's a Christian. And she goes, "Well, and I like that you're a Christian, John." And that's when she brought up like we should go to church. And I was like, I would love to go to church. So I really hope she means it this time. But again, Tyler, you're probably right. You're probably right because what is past what is the past taught us, guys? Procrastination, procrastination, procrastination. You know, I've been trying to get her to hang out for like 2 years and nothing. But I'm telling you, I was impressed because I've tried in the past to call her and nothing. She only will text message me and she talks to me on other forms of social media like Instagram and Facebook and other stuff like that. So, Tyler, you're probably half right. Or you're probably well, you know what? I'm almost positive you're all the way right because I know she wants to be friends. Because she's the only ex that I've ever kept in touch with this long. So I know she still likes me a little bit, but only time will tell. Like I keep telling her, I said, when I see it, then I'll believe it. Like I'm not pulling any punches. I'm not pulling any punches, guys. Like I haven't been a dick to her, but I've been honest. I've been like, listen, Casey, I'm like, if you want to hang out, you show me that you want to hang out. Like when I see it, then I'll believe it. But only time will tell. But again, I'm Tyler. I appreciate you, buddy, and I love you as a fan, and you're a good fan. You've been around for a long time, buddy. I'm not gonna set myself up for failure. I can't even talk. I'm so tired. I'm not going to set myself up for failure. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll be like, all right, well, whatever. That's just another thing that she's procrastination about, or that's another thing being, she's being, she's procrastinating. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Uh, anyway, let's scroll down. But Let's hope. I've already called Sam and told him, "Hey, buddy, my flight doesn't get in until Monday, so I've got a backup plan." So now Sam's dependable. I know Sam will pick me up because Sam's picked me up from the airport tons of times. So I called him and I left a message. I said, "Hey, Sam," I said, "I'm flying in Monday night." I said, "I get in around like 10:45. So if we don't stream on Monday night, it'll definitely be Tuesday afternoonish, Tuesday nightish." So yeah, yeah, yeah. That way, Sega won't get mad because Monday and Tuesday I don't think are his days or whatever, and it won't be on a Sunday. So yeah, yep, 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 yep. Let's see here. And you know what, heroes and villains, I have not checked out your Discord in forever, man. Like these last 2 weeks, guys, I've just been focused on my family, and you guys know that. Um, so before I go to bed tonight, heroes and villains, I will check out your Discord because I've probably like missed out on tons of stuff. So yeah, yep, yep, yep. All right, let me scroll down here. I'm missing comments. Let's see here. Um, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Why do you keep saying they're gonna hook up? What? She-Hulk and Daredevil? Uh. Oh wait. Oh shit. I did not see this. I did not know this, Tyler. Hang on. Tyler says the Hulk is her cousin. Now that I had no idea. Again, you guys have to understand. Tyler, forgive me. Uh, I haven't watched the episodes like you. I've just been watching like the trailers and stuff, and I've been watching bits and pieces of it. I had no idea that the lawyer chick, the lawyer that turns into like the She-Hulk woman, is the Hulk's like cousin. That I did not know. I'm saying, like, what if Daredevil hooked up with She-Hulk? That's what I was saying. I was like, do you think they'll hook up, or do you think they'll just be like teammates and like take down the villain? Because Daredevil is a cool fucking character. Everybody likes Daredevil. Well, almost. Well, I should say this. Almost everybody likes Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Tyler says, "Fears she's being nice. She's getting pre-wedding jitters. You're gonna get obsessed, and it's gonna hurt extra." That's probably true. Yeah, you're probably right, Tyler. You're probably well, and I told her, Tyler, I said, "You know what?" I said, "Casey, I said, if you're unsure about this guy, I said, coming from someone that still cares about you, still loves you, and coming from a friend, because I told her we're friends right now, we're not dating. I said I would be really sure, like if I was getting married, if I was getting engaged, like let's just picture Fears's, girl that I'm getting engaged to. Her name is Jennifer, Jen, whatever. Jennifer's the first name. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm 100% confident that I'm going to marry Jennifer. You never hear Fierce say, I don't know, guys. I don't know about this Jen girl. And that's what Casey was doing with. I can't even remember the idiot guy's name that she's dating. Um, that's why we call him Mr. fucking Dingledork. I'd be like, well, if you're having, and I didn't say it to her, I was this close. I almost said Dingledork to her, on the phone, but I was like, well, we're having a 2 hour conversation. This is going pretty good. I'm like, I better not jinx it. So I said, if you're having doubts about that guy, I said, what if you marry that guy and then have kids and then you regret marrying him? Then you have to be stuck with him for the rest of your life. You guys will get divorced and then you have to be stuck with him, for the because you guys have kids and stuff together. So I said, Casey, I said, I would be really sure before you. I said, marriage is a huge commitment. But yeah. Vision says, I've been trying to get you to watch Sleepaway Camp longer than that. What, 2 years? Oh, but I watched it, Visions. I watched it. And when I get back, it'll be worth the wait. You guys will see, dun dun dun, the Sleepaway Camp review. But tonight, we're going to be doing Night of the Comet review because it's 11:19 right now, and we got home from because we did the funeral. There was 3 portions of the funeral, and like I said, for people just joining, My dad's funeral was awesome. The first part of the funeral was at my dad's old church that he grew up in, that he got married to my mom in, which was really fucking cool. I said, "Hey, mom," I said, "How cool is this?" I said, "We're doing dad's funeral in the church that he grew up in, that I started going to, you know, and like when we lived in St. Louis, and then we moved, my whole family moved to O'Fallon for a little bit, O'Fallon, Missouri, and then most of our life was in Wentzville, and then I moved away for film school and blah blah blah, and the rest is history. My mom was like, "Yeah, that's what she goes. That's what your dad wanted." I said, "No," I said, "I think that's fucking cool." So everyone, shared stories about my dad. Oh, by the way, my speech fucking killed. I killed it. I killed the speech. I added a little bit. I added a little bit to the speech, and I'll read you guys the full speech if you guys want me to. It's over there. I'll have to grab it, but if you don't want me to read it, then that's fine. I added just a few more notes, but I fucking killed it. I killed the speech. My brother did a speech, and his speech was just as good as mine. But my brother came up to me after the funeral, gave me a hug, and said, "Dude," he goes, "your speech was awesome." I said, "Ah," I said, "I meant it." I said, "It was straight from the heart, man." And so yeah. But anyway, Visions, don't worry. Sleepaway Camp. Watch Sleep Camp is coming soon. That's right. Or is it? No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that to you guys. It is coming. As soon as I get back home, give me a few days and it will be up. I promise. So yeah, Sleepaway Camp is coming. So now I finally got to watch. Yesterday I watched Chopping Mall, which by the way, it was fucking hilarious. Tonight I get home. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you the three portions of my dad's funeral. So we did that first portion. Then we went to the place where they bury all the soldiers. We did the taps. My brother's friend is in the Marines, and they allowed him because my dad was in the army. But all the armed forces like help everybody else because it's all one big team, and they all consider each other, brothers. So my brother's friend said, "Oh, I'd be honored to do the taps and folding on the flag and present it to your mom." Then they shot off a cannon. They played the bugle horn, that song. They fired the rifles, and I was like, "This is awesome." I said, and my dad had all this like in his will that he wanted to do. Um, we had him in his dress uniform with all of his medals on, and my brother's friend found a duplicate of all my dad's medals that he won, or that he I'm sorry, not that he earned in the military, because my mom wanted to keep the original medals. So my brother's friend went out of the way, did that extra effort, and got all my dad's original medals, and my dad's uniform looked amazing, guys. It was perfect. So we did there, and then I started crying. I started crying at the end when the bagpipe player, my mom found this bagpipe player because we have some Scottish roots on my British side. So my mom, we're mainly, I'm half American, half British, but my mom's dad, my grandpa, my grandpa on my British side, he was half British, half Irish. So we have some Irish in us, some Welsh, some, let's see, Irish, Welsh, Scottish, British. We've got all those. We got the whole island. Um, so my mom found this guy. I don't know where she found him. She found this bagpiper player, um, and he played the bagpipes amazing. And then I kid you not, when he started playing Amazing Grace on the bagpipes, I was like, "Oh God, fears!" I'm like, "Here it comes!" And the fucking waterworks started. But you know what? It's okay. I'm man enough. I'm man enough with my feelings, and I'm like, "This is my fucking dad." Like, of course I'm gonna cry. Oh, it was hard. It was hard. Oh man. But like I said, like Visions told me, and Pixel, he said, "Well, fears, even though your dad's gone, at least he's not, hurting anymore." Because I was like, "That's true." I'm like, I'm glad that my dad's in no more pain, because I'm telling you guys, he went through fucking hell and back. But you know what? The good thing about my dad is he never gave up. He was always trying to like find all those clinical trials like on the website. He was trying to find a cure, or he was reading up on information on prostate cancer to see like how more what new technologies they were trying to do to find a cure, and he never gave up, and I'll give my dad that. So, and my dad's like, you know what? My dad was selfless. My dad was selfless. Like, I remember it wasn't the last thing he said to me. The last thing he said to me was, I love you. And I said, I love you too. But we had a conversation before the last thing he said. And this just shows you how selfless he was. He said, you know what, John? He goes, they may not find a cure in my lifetime, but he goes, maybe one day you'll get it, or like your brother, or what if your friend gets it? He goes, and I hope that like when you're 60, 70, 80, I hope they find a cure so you or your friends or nobody else has to go through what I went through. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool of my dad to say that. So that just shows you how selfless he was. And my dad was a fucking class act. My dad was fucking amazing. He was fucking great. My dad was like, he had that balance. He could be funny one minute, but then when it was time to like get work done and shit, then like he flipped on the serious side. And I'm kind of like that. Like, I'm all about, you guys know me. I'm all about, having fun, cutting loose, being goofy, making you guys laugh, making the fucking content and shit. But when it's time to go to work, that's when I'm like, all right, Fierce, time to get down to business and make those fucking Benjamins. So there it is. What's up? I guess I was being a little bit too loud. Sorry. Anyway, I gotta speak a little quieter. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, I'm missing comments. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Tyler, I agree. I agree. But you know what? I'd rather have her as a friend than nothing at all. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say about Casey. I'm glad I'm her friend, but I think you're right. I don't think anything's gonna, you know, come about that. If I'm wrong, then I'll be the first one to admit it. Anyway, so that was the second part where they did all that stuff, and then the third part was we went back to the church and we had we not dinner. We had like a little luncheon that my uncle, one of my American uncles, prepared. We had like salad and we had ham and we had bread rolls and we had two types of salad. We had like a normal salad and then like a Caesar salad. And then my grandma and my aunt, they made like pumpkin pie and they had lemon cake and a whole bunch of like cookies and stuff. So that was pretty cool to sit down, have a meal, and like just chat with like my whole family, like about good times, like with my dad and shit. So yeah. If you guys are interested, Heroes and Villains is having he's doing a cooking stream on his Discord. So if you guys have not checked out his Discord, go to his YouTube channel, go in the description, click on his Discord, and check out that cooking show. Heroes and Villains, we are going to be hanging out soon. I don't know when. I got to find a job real quick, but after I get a job, when I come back, then we're going to hang out. And supposedly, Pretend Stories lives in Florida. And I believe him, but he said he definitely wants to hang out and he wants to go to some place called Gators. I've heard of Gators in Florida, never been, but he said there's tons of chicks there. And I was like, ooh, well, I'll have to definitely check it out. So there it is. Here comes my freaking nose again. Anyway, let me scroll down here. Let's see. In the comics, She-Hulk hooks up with Daredevil. That's what Heroes and Villains said. Oh, see now the plot thickens. Well, there you go. I'm just gonna throw it out there, like She-Hulk. When she's the lawyer, she's got some pretty thin, small boobs, right? When she hulks it out, she's got like double D boobs, you know what I'm saying? So the Daredevil, he knows what's up. There it is. All right. Tyler says in Marvel Comics, just about everyone hooks up with everyone. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I asked that question. I was like, well, if they're gonna bring Daredevil into the mix, since she's a woman, like, will She-Hulk be like, ooh, who's that guy in the red suit over there? You know what? I think I'm gonna hook up with that guy. I'm just saying. I was just curious. I was just curious. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Uh, well, no, she didn't technically ghost me for 2 years, Tyler. We've been talking for 2 years. She's just procrastinated every single time she said, "Hey, let's go do something. Let's hang out." At the 11th hour, she like cuts out, and then every time I've planned something, she like she cuts out. So she talks to me, and the thing is I took my friend's advice. I took my friend Eric's advice. He said, "Fears." He's like, "Don't be a dick." He goes, "If she messages you, respond to her." He goes, "But don't um, message her first." I've never messaged her first, so there we are. Sleepaway Camp after Fears watches it. Wait, Sleepaway Camp after Fears watches it in 2 years. It did take me 2 years to watch it. I wasn't afraid of it. I gotta say that ending was pretty nuts. And then the Friar fucking scene, I was just like, oh shit. And she's just sitting by the fucking lakeside, and then she's like just bloody, and I'm just like, she's got her boyfriend's head in her fucking lap, and I'm just like, "Ugh." So yeah. Anyway, um we're gonna do Night at the Comet. Now, was Night at the Comet better than Shopping Mall? We're gonna get into that in just a minute. Mercenary Man says, "What's up, everyone?" Well, hey, Bear Buddy. Mercenary Man, I was just telling everybody that my dad's funeral couldn't have gone better. It was fucking epic. Epic. I went up to the funeral director. I said, "Very nice job." I said, "You guys did a fantastic job." So, yeah. Vision says, "Hopefully the hurricane didn't eat Pretend Stories up." I highly doubt it. Now, I don't know where Stories lives, but the last time I talked to him, he said he was fine. And Sam lives like 15 minutes away from me. Sam said, "Fears, where we live, it didn't get hit really that hard." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "All it was is we got tons of wind. I lost power like 3 or 4 times, and then it's just been raining nonstop." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right, well, that's not too bad." But Tampa got hit. I watched it on TV. Tampa got hit so bad. And then I haven't heard from Randy in days. I've tried to call him. So, Randy, if you see this, give me a call. Let me know you're all right, buddy. Uh, Daytona got hit really bad. So, there it is. Anyway. Well, that makes sense, Tyler. Like Tyler says, everyone but She-Hulk and the Hulk hooked up. Well, obviously they wouldn't hook up because I just learned. I had no idea that She-Hulk was cousins with Bruce Banner. Because I read some of the comics growing up, but I'm more comic book movie kind of guy. I still have some of my dad's old comic books. Now, again, I'll never throw those away. But as a kid, once Fears discovered the video camera and once Fears discovered movies and TV, I kind of put the comic books down. But I still have all my dad's old comic books. I'll never sell those because they're super, like, super vintage. Super vintage. Anyway, let's see. Larry says, "What's up, buddy? Is the speech done?" The speech is done, and I killed it, Larry. I killed the speech today. The funeral was today. Everyone loved my speech. So yeah. Tyler says, "Yeah, let's see the updated version of the speech." Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Oh, and I don't remember if I told you guys this, but I also wrote a letter to my dad, and I put it in an envelope, and I inserted that into the casket. And I spent a lot of time on that letter. Every night since I've been here, I added a little bit more to the letter, and that letter's super personal. So I hope you guys understand. I can't tell you guys what was in that letter. It was just between me and my dad. But I like sealed it and I said, "To Dad, love John," and I put it in his casket. But I will read the updated version of my speech. I kept it very short and sweet. I only added a few more things. So I said, "My dad was many things. He was my dad, my friend, my mentor, and my hero. My dad taught me many things, such as playing baseball, things about life, how to be a man, how to treat people. But the most important thing that he taught me was how to be a good, decent human being." I'll miss the little things about my dad, like taking vacations, opening up Christmas presents together, eating dinner, having a nice long talk, or just a simple hug. I said, "My dad always believed in me and he believed in his family. He always encouraged his family and he always encouraged me and he always helped me. He told me to always do the best at whatever I'm doing, whether it be my YouTube channel, my job, uh, my passions, my dreams, projects around the house. Always do your best, John." This is what he would say. He also told me to follow my dreams. He said, "Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your passions." He goes, "If you want something hard enough, you will achieve it." I will miss everything about my dad because everything about him was so good. I will always try to lead by his example. One of my favorite memories of me and my dad was when me and my dad, I'm sorry, one of my favorite memories of just me and my dad was when he drove me up to college. And then I said, one of my favorite memories of all of us as a family is uh, the endless trips to Florida. I said, "We have lost someone we love and it hurts. Even though my dad is gone, he will remain in our lives forever by comforting us, making us laugh, and watching over us." And then I said, "I love you, Dad." So that's the updated version. So I hope you guys liked that. So let me know what you think. But everyone said they loved the speech. So there it is. All right. So let's get to the topics. I forgot to tell what the topics are. So I pretty much answered the first topic. The first topic was my dad's funeral. The second topic we're gonna do night of the comet, and the third one was when I'm going back to Florida. So I already told you guys when I'm going back. I'm going back Monday. I was gonna go back Tuesday, but right when I was about to go buy the flight, um, I guess it got all booked. So someone beat me to it, and I was like, "Fuck," you know. I was like, "God damn it." So then I had to hop back on the computer. So now I'm going back Monday. So Monday, and I already called Sam just in case if Casey doesn't pick me up. I said, "Hey, Sam," I said, "not that I'm saying she won't, but you never know, buddy, with her." And I said, "Give me a call back ASAP." I said, "My flight comes in at around 10:45." So again, I don't know, that may be a little bit too late for Sam to stream. If I can convince him, I want to do a late stream, a late video game stream, but we'll see. We'll see. So Sam needs to call me back, and I know he will. Vision says, "Nice speech." Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Booyah. All right. Let's see here. So anyway, um, let's see here. Do. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. It seemed like you guys did. Um, Larry says, "Did you have to write on a certain type of paper, or did you just use notebook paper for that note that you left?" Oh, what are you talking about? Well, no, just for my speech, I just grabbed. This is This ain't the letter. This is a speech. So just for my speech, I just wrote it on some notebook paper. But for my letter, I typed it. So I typed it all out, and then I folded it up, put it in an envelope, and then I just stuck it in my dad's coffin. So yeah. So I used notebook paper for that. So yeah. And again, Tyler, I know what you're saying. It's just hard to let somebody go when you're their friend and when you still care about them. I still care. I mean, you can still care about someone to be your friend, but I get what you're saying, buddy. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing about her. It's like a broken fucking record. What I really need is I need to find a new girl, and then I'll probably like go away. You know what I'm saying? Because Fears has not had any action in forever. That's what I need. I need a new girl. I need a new girl. So Pretend Story says we're gonna go out looking for chicks, and I was like, all right. I'm like, that sounds good. Again, I don't even know how old Pretend Story is. I would think he said he's like a doctor, or not. Well, he said, well, he didn't say really he was a doctor. He said I think he works at a doctor's office or some shit. I can't remember. So I said, well, if you have to work in a doctor's office, I guarantee you're like at least in your 20s. So, like I didn't want to find out that Pretend Story was like, hey, Fears, I'm 18, or some shit, And I would have been like, well, I'm definitely not going to go babe hunting with like some 18, 19-year old, you know what I'm saying? So, but I guarantee you, Pretend Stories is probably like, I, I'd say he's like 25, 26. I don't know. We'll find out. He said as soon as I get back, he's going to take me to some place called Gators. He said, Fears, I'm going to write you. We're going to go to Gators. I've heard of Gators, and they have good, what are they? Uh, Chicken tenders or, oh, no, 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 not chicken tenders, chicken wings. And I was like, oh, I like chicken wings. I'm like, we can do that. We can do that. So, yeah. He said, oh, Fears. He goes, there's this place called Gators. There's fucking chicks galore, man. I was like, all right, well, we'll find out. So here we go. All right, so Night at the Comet. All right, here we go, guys. Is it better than Shopping Mall? That's a toughie. I would say no, because Shopping Mall is for one, it's more 80s. I mean, Night of the Comet is pretty pretty 80s, but Shopping Mall is even more 80s. And that's like it's not a full-on horror movie, Chopping Mall. I'd say it's a horror action adventure type of thing. I mean, wouldn't you agree with that, Visions? It's an action adventure horror film. So yeah. I would say Night at the Comet is not a full-on horror film. It's got horror aspects. Like Night at the Comet is more of a horror action adventure sci-fi comedy. It's got comedy in it, it's got sci-fi in it, it's got horror aspects, and it's got action adventure into it. So it's a mixture of that. So I would say I liked Chopping Mall better. So if I had to grade it, Chopping Mall it's a high 9. Night at the Comet is an 8. It was good. I was laughing my ass off, but there's portions of the movie where it gets kind of dull and boring, and they kind of make the story kind of it's just like still. It's just like the story. It takes a long time for them to explain everything, but like in Shopping Mall, it's just like boom, boom, boom. You find out like really early, like oh shit, okay, the building gets struck by lightning. It short circuits the robots. They just go batshit crazy and end up killing everybody except for like two people at the end of the movie, and they're barely alive. Like they're hanging on by a thread, guys. But they live. Two people. Hopefully, spoiler alert. I'm sure everybody's seen that movie by now, except for Fears. But now I've seen it. Two people live in Shopping Mall. I'm not going to tell you guys how many people live at the end of Night of the Comet. What did I like best about it? Um, I like the sci-fi stuff. The fucking hilarious zombies in it. the comet turns everybody, like, if everybody was inside their house, they turn into zombies because the comet hits and it turns everyone's bodies, like, to just dust. It's like pure sand. So, like, when the 2 girls walk outside, there's millions of clothes, like, all over the fucking street, and they're like, "What the hell is going on? Like, what's going on here?" And then, um, it's this, like, red sand, like, yellowish it's like yellowish, reddish sand, and it just turns their bones to dust. The comet does this. But if you're inside, you're not totally shielded by it, so they slowly but surely start turning into dust, and they're like zombies. So the people that are total humans, they were like in some metal building, and they said if you're in a melding if you're in a and the way the movie said is if you're in a metal building, it shielded you from the comet. So these two girls go on a fucking like shopping spree shit, and I'm just like, you're killing zombies in the 80s. You're shopping. It made no fucking sense, but I was losing my shit. It was fucking hilarious. Mercenary Man, if you have not seen this movie, you have to fucking see this movie. I know Visions has seen it. Tyler, have you seen Night of the Comet? If you have not, buddy, oh my fucking god. Oh my, I was losing my shit. Would I buy Night of the Comet? Possibly for the behind the scenes because I fucking love behind the scenes. I'm definitely buying Chopping Mall on Blu-ray. I'm getting this fucking special collector's edition because I was fucking losing it. Like she's like, "Hurry back, Brad," and then she like pulls the sheet back and she's got a great set of tits, and I was like, "Ooh, those are some nice boobies," but no booby action in Night of the Comet. So, damn you, Hollywood 80s directors. If you want to make a good 80s film, you need a good set of tits. You know? I don't know. I just don't know. What is the world coming to? Anyway, so my analysis of the film, it is funny. It's got horror aspects. The zombies were fucking hilarious. It's got sci-fi in it. It's got horror. It's a sci-fi action adventure horror comedy. That's exactly the best way to describe it. And it was fucking hilarious. But was it more hilarious than Shopping Mall? No, but still good. It was a good runner up. So if you guys have got any suggestions for more 80s horror movies or shit like that, like cheesy, hilarious, someone said I need to get this one called. I guess they made it in the 80s. It's called just The Car. And do you guys know what that one is? Visions, let me know if you know what this is. It's just the car. It's like a black car that like comes to life and starts like killing people. And I was like, well, that kind of reminds me of like Maximum Overdrive, that Stephen King film. But see, that was like not just cars, that was like every machine. Like Stephen King goes up to an ATM and he's like, honey, he's like, do you believe this ATM's calling me a fucking asshole? And I think they come alive from a comet in Maximum Overdrive. Now I have that one on Blu-ray. That one's fucking great. That one's good. Uh, Tyler says never seen it, probably won't. Well, shame on you, Tyler. You're missing out. I was on the floor, more red than this. I was fucking losing my shit. But see, I love cheesy horror films. Oh, by the way, I also watched Drainiac while I was in town, and I'm not even gonna go into it, but you guys know what I'm about to say. The fucking apple scene. The fucking apple scene is still great. Oh Lord, it doesn't get better. That's gotta be the best scene. I don't know if anything's ever topped the fucking apple scene. Not yet. I mean, I saw another one that I want. Zombie Surf Ninjas. That was at the stock. I was so tempted to get it. I was like, Zombie fucking Surf Ninjas. I was like, it's fucking over with. I was losing it. I was losing it. Just the title alone. Just picture that. Like, what the hell is that about? What they're like? they're 2 surfers, they're like 2 yeah, dude, you know, cowabunga, man, and they're, like, on the fucking, like, California beaches and shit, or whatever fucking Californians do, and then what? All of a sudden they die, and then they fucking, like, come back to life on the fucking beach, and they're like, "Brains, brains, but before we eat brains, let's go fucking surf." Zombie surf ninjas. Oh, and then apparently they know ninja skills. I'm just like, "It is fucking over with." I flipped the DVD cover, right, Visions? They're all, like, going like this, and then they've got, like, blood and shit, like, coming out of their mouth. Oh, it was fucking over with. So zombie wait, sur it was either surf zombie ninjas or zombie surf ninjas. I was it was over. I almost got it, but as soon as I saw Meteor Man, I was like, "I gotta get Meteor Man." But it was over. Either way, they're both hilarious. Too bad we couldn't get the Sleepaway Camp review this fast. You're never gonna let it go, are you, Mercenary Man? I promise. My word is my bond. I've just been lazy. There's no I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a bit nervous to watch it. I did watch it eventually. It just took me 2 years, and then I just, you know, I filmed here and there, and then I just haven't edited it yet. But when I get back, I'm on top of it. Pixel says, "Howdy and boom." Well, Pixel, you just missed the last 56 minutes, and I just did the I almost said sleepaway camp. I just did the Night at the Comet review. I know, right, Visions? That is. So I'm talking about Casey being, you know, tons of procrastination. I really wasn't procrastinating. I was just lazy as hell, you know, because eventually I'm going to do it. Um, Exhumed Vision says, "Surf ninjas must die." Maybe it was that. I can't remember. I can't remember, Visions. All I remember is I'm walking through the Blu-ray section, and it was 2 zombies on the front cover, like, just fucking, like, hang 10 you know, like, hang 10 and shit, like, on the fucking surfboards, and they had, like, blood coming out of their mouth, and it said something about, like like, I don't know about Nazis, like, because Vision said, "Oh, wait, Nazi surf ninjas must die?" No, no, it had something to do with it didn't have anything to do with the Nazis. It had something to do with ninjas, and they were dead, and they were surfing. So, I'm gonna try and find that one. I just quickly looked at it because because I grabbed it, and I saw the zombies with, like, blood coming out, like, it was like blood was, like, coming through, like, their teeth and shit, and they're all like that, like, on the fucking DVD cover, and they're on fucking surfboards. And so, picture this being the DVD. So I pick it up, and I go, "It is fucking over with," and then I put it back. I almost got it, but then I found Meteor Man. So, yeah. Anyway, anyway, but I can't remember the name of it, so, um but it had Visions, I swear, it had nothing to do with the Nazis. It was like it had a zombie on it. It had a zombie on it, and he was standing on a surfboard, and it was like zombie surf ninjas, and he had he was wearing uh, like a bandana, you know, that ninjas wear and shit, and they had bandanas on, and it looked total 80s. So I don't know. It had nothing to do with Nazis though. I know that for a fact. It was like it was like it was either like zombie surfers or zombie surf ninjas or some shit. Anyway, it was hilarious. I almost got it. I swear I picked it up and I was like, it is fucking over with. I'm like zombie ninjas, you know, or zombie surfers or whatever the hell it was. And I laughed, and then, some employee came over and was like, "Oh, yeah, that's a good one." He goes, "Have you seen that?" I was like, "I have not seen that one." And I said, "I watched Chopping Mall recently." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's good." He goes, "What'd you think?" I said, "Oh," I said, "Chopping Mall was fucking hilarious." And then Pixel, I swear to God, he grabbed Night at the Comet and said, "Oh, this is a good one." I said, "My friend told me about this one." And he goes, "Yeah, it's kind of weird." And he described it as a sci-fi action adventure horror comedy. And I was like, that's about right, you know? So yeah. So anyway, well, check out how thick these are, Pixel. I know you're joking around. We Fearses are blind as a bat. Uh, Trust me, my dad's glasses were thicker than this. Let me tell you. He says, "How many coat?" Wait, hang on. Let me post this one. He says, uh, he says, "Hey Fears, how many Coke bottles were sacrificed? Look how thick these glasses are. Look at that. Look how thick my lenses are. I'm blind as a bat. Like I can't see shit right now. I can't even see your guys' comments. That's how blind as a bat I am. Right, Tyler? Tyler says those lenses are really thick, but they look cool. They're cool lenses. They're Ray Bans. So I got some cool shades. Like, 'cause you could rock these, you know, with a cool shirt and stuff, you know. And I've gotten compliments on my glasses before. So anyway, where is Randy going to move? His house has to be flooded if he's near Daytona. Well, not necessarily. The last time, I'm telling you, Larry, the last time I talked to Randall, he said, Fears, he goes, I'm going to FaceTime you. And that was like was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? 2 days ago. And I still haven't heard from him. And I said, when I did talk to him 2 days ago, he said, I packed a bag, my mom packed a bag, and we're gonna drive 3 hours away from Daytona, and we're just gonna ride out the storm in a hotel. And I was like, that's probably your safest bet, Randall. I'm like, I would get out of there, you know? You need the paperboy hat with those for a nice classic look. Oh, I've still got it. I didn't bring it with me, Pixel, but uh my I got that hat at Walmart for $1. And actually, I got inspired because one of my British uncles had one of those hats, and he said, "You should get one, John." He goes, "They're really cool hats." And I was like, "You know what? They're selling them at Walmart pretty cheap." So I got it for $1. So yeah. So wait, those are framed. No, no, these are lenses. These are lenses, Tyler. I'm saying the frames, they're Ray-Ban. That's the glasses. That's the product. But I fell in love with these glasses. Like I remember, like when I got my old glasses were like so old, and I was like, "All right, Fear, time for some new glasses." And I remember I walked up to a lady and said, "I want something with a classic look, but a new look too." So I said a mixture of new and old. And I showed her a picture of my dad's glasses, like from the 1950s, and she said, I got the perfect glasses for you." And I said, "Okay, cool. I trust you." She brought these out. She goes, "Try these on." I tried them on, and I was like, "What do you think?" She goes, "You look really cool, really sharp in those glasses." And so I looked in the mirror and I was like, "These are pretty fucking cool." I said, "You know what?" I said, "Let's go with these." So I'm glad I went with these glasses. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm tired, but I will be back in Florida Monday. Here's the thing: if whoever picks me up, if I don't do a stream on Monday night, because I'm getting back in town at like 10:45 at night, if I don't stream with Sam, I'll stream when I get back home. So look out for a late stream either way. And then me and Sam, if we don't game that night, we're gonna game probably the next night. So yeah. Pixel says, this is funny. Pixel says, Fears, don't let Casey abandon you at the airport. I'm not gonna let that happen. That's why I I I messaged Casey and said, "Hey, do you think you could pick me up?" And I also said, "Let me know a definitive yes or no." And then I called Sam and said, "Sam, just in case she does another procrastination thing like she always does, can you pick me up?" And Sam's like, "Oh, I got your Fears, no worries." So Either way, I'm getting a ride home. So yeah. Pixel says, "You know what? I'm praying for a Sam stream." Oh, it's gonna happen. I just don't know if it's gonna happen the night I get home, Pixel, because 10:45 is getting pretty late. So if I can convince Sam to do a late night video game stream, then we'll do it that night. If not, it'll be the very next day. So uh, it'll be Tuesday. So I'll let you guys know. Anyway, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis, my review of Night at the Comet. It is hilarious. I would check it out. Thank you for all the love and the support uh, to my friends. I mean to my family and to my dad. And the funeral was amazing. Anyway, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I may stream on Sunday, but if I don't stream Saturday or Sunday, the next stream will be Monday when I get back in Florida. All right, this is Fears. I'm signing off, and I'll see you later. Peace.